Hello everybody. Today we'll do some work on the love light. Love is actually an energy. It's our emotions that we have, obviously, down here on earth. However, it's actually an energy. Love is an actual energy. And that's why I want to talk about it as an energy today. It's an actual light. Just like you've got the green light and the yellow light, the gold and the silver, all the different lights. Love is actually a light as well. Therefore, you can use it in all your healing practices for yourself and other people, and you can bring it in and you can also send it. Because of the vibration being so high, this is why it can shift things in the aura and also change things for other people and do healing. When I checked all the different lights, even the gold light, which I think is a pretty high vibrational light, was nothing like the love light. The love light was like, I checked with my pendulum, was just huge. And the gold was like big, it was like dinner plate, but it wasn't huge like the love light. Use it more than you are using it in your life. Send it more than you're sending it. Every night when I do my prayers, I send love as a light and healing to every single person I've ever known, and even those ones who are a little bit like rat bags. And I also send it to the other side because I want to practice using the light and sending the light, and you might like to do that as well. The light's very high vibration. When I tune in, it feels like it's 1,000 different colours, and it's vibrating very, very fast. But it's not a vibration that is irritating. It's a calming, harmonious vibration, and it feels very warm, like a warm light. You can bring the light into yourself. Think of it as a love light, and bring it in from your crown and down through all the chakras and into every organ and into your entire aura. You can do it that way. If you've got somewhere that's hurting, you can either put your hand there and push the love light into it, or you can send love light to it. I send love to people, but I also send the love light, and I'll often do it towards their heart, or if they're sick, or if they're having a really hard time, I'll fill up their aura with this love light because it gives them a higher vibration, and that's the whole thing. If we're vibrating higher, our aura will be better, our body will be better, our mind will be better. People talk about love all the time. It's like something that people are going to give you or you're going to give them. But they're usually talking about the emotion. They're not talking about the energetic power of love, because power is coming in different ways. And one of the ways it comes is through energy. It's a high vibrational power. That's what its gift is to you, besides the emotional part. You can also send love to help heal things, like to heal things around the world, and send love right now to all the troubled spots. You can send it to relationships that aren't going so well. If you've got stuff happening with your friendship or in your family or even at work, you send love to that relationship as such. You send the light to it. You can send it to people you don't really know. Therefore, you don't have to have an actual human connection with them. You can send it to people that you know of, but you just send it to them. Especially with world situations, you can send it to world leaders. Send love to their heart, so they come from love rather than other energies. Anger is probably, to me, the one that shuts love out, shuts the light from coming in. However, if you keep sending it and people have more and more love light in their aura and they receive it, they will then let that anger tends to go. They let it go. The vibration of the love light seems to shift it. It's kind of like putting in a high vibrational potion into you or other people. Most people don't refuse love, and even if they don't take it straight away, it tends to sit there on the doorstep, ready for when they do open their heart to being loved, or they do some work on themselves and they start to realise that they need to love themselves more, and that will actually transfer into loving other people more. We all want to be loved. We all want that. And we all want to love. But I think in life, the greatest happiness is actually to love, to give love. That's where happiness really comes from. Being loved is great, but I think we're here to learn to give love and then receive it. It's like dualistic. It's like the two parts. When you do this work, you can imagine it how you like when you're bringing the light in or you're sending it. I tend to think it's pink. Always feel pink for me, but it might not be that colour when you send it. So just decide on the colour that really suits you and do the colour that you like. It's a very subtle light as well, and I believe it comes from the universe. I think it's a universal light that we can tap into. Everyone knows about it. Doesn't matter whether you're religious or spiritual, an atheist or an agnostic. It doesn't actually matter. We all know that love exists, and we all know that it's an energy. Therefore, we also know it heals, because love will actually heal things. And that's why people forgive each other, really, because the love gets more than the anger or the hurt. And as they let the anger and the hurt go, then they can love more, and love more unconditionally. And true love, like healthy love, I call it, that's the unconditional one, doesn't punish, doesn't hold grudges. We're human, we're going to get upset. It's the way it is, and we've got all our lessons down here. However, our greatest lesson is to come from love and to keep sending it. You will find a difference in the other person. So if you're having some difficulty in a relationship and you just keep sending love to them, and especially to their heart, keep sending it and sending it and sending it. It's just different. It'll feel different, and you'll notice that there'll be a softness, and they'll be more open, and the conversation will be more easy because it's running on the love energy, not all the other human energies that we have, and all our grudges and anger and all the things we have. It's a practice I want you to do because it's going to be good for you, but it's also going to be good for anyone who is connected to you, because you will be able to send it. Because if you're listening to these podcasts, you are a person who's a healer in your own right, and you are quite able to send this to people and help to heal them. Most people will absorb it, and if they're not quite ready, they'll just absorb it later. But they will also know on a psychic level that you've sent it to them and that you're sending like good karma to them. It's a very powerful thing to do. It's also a very difficult thing to do, because if you're still really angry and with them and they really hurt you and you're still resentful, still having your grudges, it's quite hard to actually do it. So what I do is I tend to push those emotions, which are human, to the side, and then I send it from my soul. And I think you might find that easy if you send it from your soul to their soul, because you just cut out all the human stuff. Most people can't love other people because they're really angry with them and the other person really hurt them. I would say they're the two major emotions that are blocking love. However, we can just push them aside for a while and still do this spiritual practice, because this is an energetic spiritual practice. You're not going to talk to your mum or your next door neighbour you're having trouble with, or someone at work. You're not going to say, oh, last night I did a meditation and I sent you love to your heart chakra, and I've sent it to your shoulder and your back, try and help you. Just do it. You'll just do it. But then you'll hear how their back's been a bit better, or they're a bit more warm toward you. Might even want to go and have a coffee with you. Who knows? Miracles can happen. The action of doing it is also good karma for you. And it's hard karma to do, especially when you have those other emotions. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. However, it elevates you vibrationally, because you're going to have more love in your aura and you're giving it. And then it elevates the other person that you send it to, and it elevates the relationship. That's what it actually does. Maybe you're the only one who's doing it in the relationship. However, you'll find that it'll actually start to open the gates a little bit more with them. Because, when people are told that they are loved and you love them and I adore you, even if they're angry with you, it still is received. It's still people like that you are like that towards them. Therefore, they're actually receiving the love light. So I want you to play around with the love light now, from now on. Use it more. Keep sending it to different people, particularly if people have a lot of anxiety or they're scared, or you can feel they've got a lot of fear. So send love to them to help to quell their fear, because fear and anxiety is what people are struggling with quite a lot right now. Therefore, by sending them more love, their aura will vibrate high, which will help to kind of knock it out and also to make them feel better. It's a really good medicine, love. It's probably the best medicine there is in the world. Even though we think we've got it all wrapped up with all our other medicines, I would think this is the most healing medicine we can have, especially on a soul and a spiritual level. Do the work. Whenever you think of a person and you're worried about them, send them love. You'll know where to send it. And also send them love at night, and send love to all the situations that you think need it. It's powerful. It's really powerful. We can't see it, we can't touch it, but it's actually what's going to make the difference in this world here, in our earth, because the trouble with the earth right now is there's a high vibration of anger, and that's superseding the power of love. But the more people who send love and deliver it and are healing with it, the higher the vibration of the earth is, because the earth's a mess now because people are actually a mess. The earth is showing what's happening on a big level, but it's actually on a small level, because if we were all vibrating in love and harmony, the world would be more loving and more harmonious. So you're helping the earth when you do this. You're helping the world, you're helping all the governments, you're helping all the people, all the war places, you're helping them, because more love there vibrates higher, and then people might make different choices. Have fun with it. I use it all the time. I find the pink colour works for me, but you do whatever you like. And I'll talk to you soon, and have a loving week. I'm sending you lots of love and light.